Joe in real life. So I got stressed out. I was doing stressful things and I got stressed out and acted like a fool and stressed myself out more. I got a little injured. I have a crunchy shoulder. I got a little under the weather. I slept for 10 hours last night, really 11. 11, like if you count the time that I just laid down and was like, oh, woe is me. I did one of those. Oh, what do they call that in the South? The vapors? The hour I had the vapors. Does that just mean you're farting? Is that just gas? Oh, I think I just figured that out. Oh, you got to sit on your fainting couch and fart for an hour. So yeah, where was I? So yeah, I got stressed out, acted like a big baby for a while. I doubled down on being stressed out and stressed myself out more. But today's a beautiful day. Today's a beautiful day. I got my sleep, I got some food, and I got a little workout in. I did some yoga. I did some overhead squats. I did some front squats too. Just very gentle, very light movement. Nothing crazy. It's hard for me to even hold my phone like this with the shoulder though. But, you know, what else? What else? I'm taking a walk around my cul-de-sac. Having moments where I catch myself kind of getting worked up and acting up and being a fool. And, you know, it's not interesting that I'm catching myself doing these things. It's interesting that I catch them and then I can't stop. Anyway, you know, that I find offensive a little bit. Okay, so I see myself making a mistake. I see myself acting up and being an ass. I see myself making the situation worse. Why can't I stop? And, you know, I guess over the next couple weeks, that's going to be part of the mission I'm on. This weekend, I'm going to start my routine over again. So I'm now officially in the red. I'm a week behind, which it's still not very much given the amount of fat I put on the schedule. So it'll be 5 sets of 10. I'm going to do some what's called pump work. It's not really pump work. I'm going to do weighted warm-ups, 4 sets of 20, 25 before my major lifts. And then I'm going to do the overhead squat snatch stuff as assistance work. So that's what I'm going to add this cycle. It's going to be quite a bit more work actually, but I think it's good work. I think it will keep me healthy in a way that what I was doing before wasn't. I'm still going to stay with the 4 principal lifts: squat, deadlift, overhead press, bench. And then I'm going to split those days up as lower upper and do 4 sets of 20, 25 of 4 exercises just as a circuit before I get in. This somewhat ironically, fucking shoulder got me again, somewhat ironically will probably overtax me a little bit at first. And I mean really lightweight, but still weight. And will likely hurt my numbers. But I suspect that'll only be for like 2 weeks. It'll hurt my numbers. So let me give you a comparison. Let's say you started doing 5 minutes of jump rope before squat day. Now, in theory, that should help your squat. Like on paper, there's no way that doesn't help your squat, right? But maybe you don't do any jump roping, and then all of a sudden you start with 5 minutes, you know? Just 5 minutes, but still 5 minutes, you know? in a weird way, you will overtax your nervous system, like just a little bit. And it's going to negatively impact your squats. It's not going to destroy your squats, but it'll negatively impact them at first because the switch is too much for your nervous system, right? It doesn't make sense of the signals you're sending it. The work isn't too much, but asking the nervous system to toggle between those two things is just too much at first. Takes a week, maybe two, before your body understands what you're doing. Your brain understands immediately because your brain came up with the idea and then it put it into place. But your nervous system's a little more hard-nosed. So I suspect a week or two, hopefully just a week, where my body is like, we don't like this. Also, I've been meaning to talk about this, but on the Ides of March 15th, we're starting the burpee war. I'm going to see who wants to get involved with the burpee war this year. I'll talk more about that tomorrow. But the burpee war is a thing I do every year. 100 days of burpees. On day 1, we start with 1. On day 100, we do 100. The days in the middle, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. It's a ladder. You're climbing up the ladder. And it's huge fun. It's great. It's just great. You're going to love it. So yeah, that's something to talk about. We'll do that tomorrow. Let's do that tomorrow. I've already been talking for 7 minutes. Let's wrap this up. This is Joe in real life. I love you guys. Be good to each other out there. I'm going to try hard to do the same. And I'll talk to you tomorrow.